What's up, everybody? It's your boy Stevie the Black. That's STEVEE the Black. I'm back, and I'm here to give you another breaking news video today. So earlier today, I did my Monday Night Raw review. It's up on YouTube right now. You can go and watch it. But I wanted to do this breaking news video today because yesterday, after Raw, I was just online on Facebook, and I saw an article about Sting. And it said that Sting wasn't officially retired. So, I decided to go on there and check it out, see what it had to say. And basically, Sting was getting interviewed, and he said that he still has unfinished business in the WWE. And the unfinished business he was talking about was the match that he wants at WrestleMania between him and The Undertaker. Now, what also contradicts this is the fact that the man needs neck surgery. But he hasn't gotten neck surgery because once he gets neck surgery, that's it. But he still wants that match with The Undertaker. So let me ask you this question. Should Sting risk it? Because that's really what this comes down to. I mean, really, if you think about it, Daniel Bryan had to retire early because if he got one more concussion, who God knows what it would have done to him. And now, I saw an article last week talking about WWE hasn't 100% closed the door on Daniel Bryan returning to the ring. That's why a lot of people are coming to him saying, you quit, you did this, you did that, yada, yada, yada. That's why they're hoping maybe they can get a potential feud out of it. So I'm thinking, okay, so you're saying Daniel Bryan can come back. That's like saying Edge can come back and have one more match, which he could, but do you want to risk him falling and getting paralyzed? That's like saying Christian can have one more match, just like Daniel Bryan. If he gets one more concussion, that's it. Something bad could happen. And so the question is, do you risk it? Do you risk Sting coming back and something even worse happening to him than it happened at Survivor Series? Do you risk Daniel Bryan coming back and him getting injured or something happening to him just because he loves wrestling? Do you risk it? Me personally, I would not risk it. If WWE cares about its employees and its performers, like it says, they would strongly say, you know what? We're closing the door 100%. I totally get it. What Raw did yesterday was completely awesome and amazing, but to top that, they would have to do something like Sting coming back to challenge The Undertaker or Daniel Bryan saying he can wrestle one more match. Which, if that is the case, let's just say we would risk it, right? Let's just say we would risk it. Which, by the way, if that news did break today, then it would totally top anything Raw did yesterday. But let me just say this right here. If Daniel Bryan were to come back, he should be a part-timer. Wrestling only part-time. Like, maybe only on the Big Four or something like that. Or every other pay-per-view, or only on pay-per-view or something like that, not on matches. I know you're thinking, well, he's a general manager. He can't become a wrestler and be general manager. Remember, Triple H was the authority, and he was also WWE champion. So it can be done, and it is possible. But again, the question is, do you risk it? Then, the whole thing with Sting is this. Obviously, you're thinking Sting versus Undertaker, bump John Cena versus Undertaker. Let's get Sting and Undertaker in there, and then they both can end their careers, right? With Sting, everything that Sting's gone through, I would give Sting the win at WrestleMania. Because he needs the win. Because his career in the WWE sucked. And the way it ended sucked. But the match at WrestleMania with John Cena is also big. So the question is, do you have the match at WrestleMania? Me personally, again, I would not risk it. But what if you saved it for Survivor Series this year? Because if you think about it, both men have attributed their careers, at least Sting's second half, contributed their careers to being dark, supernatural characters. And both debuted at Survivor Series, right? So they could have their match at Survivor Series. It could be Survivor. Last year was Undertaker's 25-year anniversary. This year it could be Taker's last ride or something like that. Whatever. Taker's last ride tour. You know what? Like Brock Lesnar's going to hell or Brock Lesnar's hell tour, whatever like that. WWE should do that with the Undertaker. Undertaker's last ride tour, where he goes in and he comes and he tries to accomplish things, like he tries to become WWE champion one more time. He tries and fights Sting, then he faces John Cena at WrestleMania or whatever like that. Maybe he'll try and win the Royal Rumble. I don't know. But you should have that. I think that would be cool because you get a series of matches with The Undertaker and then he retires at WrestleMania and then that's it. Obviously, it would conclude also with him, I think, being inducted into the Hall of Fame. which should be next year. If it's going to be Taker's last year, he deserves it more than anything, obviously. But again, do you risk it? That is the big question here. Obviously, this stuff can happen. I would book Sting and Undertaker for Survivor Series, and then Undertaker and John Cena for WrestleMania. That's just me. Because both men debuted at Survivor Series, and Sting needs to win, but I don't want to see the Undertaker lose at WrestleMania again. But you already know how I feel. If Taker did lose John Cena, I agree with the people from What Culture Wrestling, Adam Blampier, when he says Cena's to turn heel. That was only to break the streak, but you know, Cena's still turning heel to be the second man to beat John Cena at WrestleMania. I think it's still pretty, you know, awesome, or surprising rather. But again, the question of, do you risk it? Me, I don't think it's worth the risk. I really don't, because who knows what could happen, and it could be 10 times worse than it already is. So that's my opinion. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Should Sting risk it and come back in the ring and have that dream match with The Undertaker? And should the WWE risk it with Daniel Bryan, who they apparently have not closed the door completely on Daniel Bryan's career? It's like it's open a crack or whatever like that. So should they risk it? Let me know in the comment section down below. And again, remember, this week is WWE week. Tomorrow it's going to be the SmackDown Live review. Then Wednesday, what's tomorrow? Wednesday? Oh yeah. And then Thursday it's going to be the a video that I'm coming up with, the top 10 best heels in WWE. Not top best heel turns, but top 10 best heels. And I'll explain later on the week why I decided to do the video. And then obviously Friday would be top 10 best faces / the NFC East prediction video. So until tomorrow, and if you're not down with that, I've just got 2 words for you. Peace out, bro.